Thank you so much for joining us today and taking the time to talk to us. This project is called Resilient Girls, and it's focused on highlighting voices of young girls all around the world. I think in the world we live in today, it's easy to forget or feel disconnected from girls in other countries. However, Too Young to Wed is partnered with New Era Creative Space, and we're focused on finding that connection and community through giving girls a chance to share their voices and their stories. So I'm so excited to meet you. My name is Zia Foxall. I'm 18. I'm from New York. Could you introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, hi, thank you for the opportunity to participate in this program. My name is Sara, and I'm 21 years old from Iraq, and I live in Baghdad, and I'm a dentistry college student.
I know that you consider yourself to be lucky in comparison to other girls living in Iraq. Could you kind of elaborate on that?
I see how their family treats them, I see how man treats them, and I see like the way they're forced to dress. I consider myself luckier because my family don't like force me to dress a certain way. And I can go to college. Many girls in here don't have the opportunity to do so. Many girls are forced to marry certain people from their family or even not from the family. And my family never actually forced me like or told me you have to marry to live your life.
How has the invasion of Iraq kind of affected your upbringing and kind of your perspective on the world?
I guess my perspective of the world got a bit different when you open your eyes to military and checkpoints and having certain rules and living with people who you feel like you have a double personality, where you feel okay with both sides. You feel okay with the American military because they're also just people. And at the same time, you feel like you're an Iraqi and you feel like all the Iraqis are saying this is a bad thing. So, as a childhood, it was a confusing things because you don't get the idea why, like, both humans just like hate each other or hurt each other in some ways.
Wow, that's very profound, is because you mentioned the fact that both sides are just people, and I think it's so easy to forget that, and it's very easy to picture people as kind of other and as someone who is trying to hurt you. It's important to remember that everyone is just a person just trying. Could you kind of tell me who's someone who's proven to be like a role model to you?
It was my mom, definitely, because she was like different from the glimpses, like the stuff I remember. I guess the freedom and the fact that she wasn't afraid. This is like my greatest inspiration. She
Yeah.
like worked in areas and did stuff that wasn't exactly allowed for girls. So I'm trying to achieve the same as well. I don't want to be like a silent girl in here.
Yeah, I think that we can all learn from your mom and not be afraid to kind of follow our own journeys, no matter what the limitations may be. And your mom, she was a translator, correct?
She worked as a translator, write some like stuff with their journalist.
If you could retell the story of what happened to your mother.
My mother died when I was like 6 years old. It was an accident at the military base. There were two soldiers, and one of them held a gun as a joke to her head, and he said that he didn't know it had a bullet in it. So when he did it, like the bullet fired, and she died immediately that day.
It's such a gut wrenching story, and thank you for sharing. I read that you kind of in your background that you were able to kind of find forgiveness. That seems like such a incredible thing considering the story.
When this stuff happened, maybe it was a joke to them, or maybe they were bad people. But when my mom was alive and I used to go with her to work, I saw many friendly people in the army, I saw the nice people as well as the rest of others. So, yeah, I guess everyone has a certain path in their life. Her path just like had a different turnout. That doesn't mean I have to have hate for everyone else just because of that. There were a lot of nice people in the military. They played with me, we talked. I got most of my language from there from going to work with her. So I don't blame them. I just blame the actions of certain people.
If if your mother was anything like your mother was an incredible woman. So um,
Thank you. She was.
I can see that, even though I don't know her. Has COVID really been made an impact on that whole situation? Like, how has that been in your life and in the people around you?
Well, I guess COVID like stopped most of the private sectors we have in here. So it was like bad because the jobs in the private sectors have stopped. The colleges have like delayed for another year. So like with the whole situation, like feeling trapped and feeling everything collapse, like
Yeah.
you don't exactly feel like this is the greatest year for everyone. So the people got so numb. Like when you tell an Iraqi, like if he's not wearing a mask or if he's not scared, you don't exactly have like the greatest supplements to fight or the greatest education. So they just take it as a joke to them. Like they're mad about the virus, like shutting down the country financially because it wasn't great anyways.
Yeah. And what you were saying about like people being afraid, I think that's um, a common thread all around the world, especially in the US. People kind of, there's miseducation all around, and people not really taking seriously the severity of the virus and being afraid of maybe losing their jobs or their businesses, etc. Kind of want to ask you what advice you would want to give just kind of any girl that is struggling.
What helped me is that there's this little spark that we all have. Try your best not to let it like die because of family or the country. No matter what, just keep it. This little spark will meet other people. Like even now, like this, like I don't exactly love my country, but I love my friends and I love the people that I surround myself in. Even if you're alone, just keep it keep it with you until the day that you have more chance to like express it. Don't let anyone else tell you that your personality is wrong or doesn't fit a certain standard that the people have. Just stay you.
Wow. You truly are a resilient girl by
Thank you.
every sense of the word. I really loved talking to you and just kind of hearing your story. I want to emulate kind of some of your attributes and your who you are and who your mother was. So thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a really nice opportunity to meet you.